I've got a couple of poems for you. Let's go into it. Every whisper takes me to a new place. Driven by my thoughts, there's no limits for my intake. I know my enemy's close, with thoughts from within that make my soul cringe. It takes place nearly every day. It makes me so scared to sleep just in case I don't wake. I feel like a weakened slave, too weak to pray. Slave by the weekends that we crave. The shift rotates. I look around me and everybody seems fake. Scared of reality, but who's to say? Freedom of speech has become hearsay. But life has got no option of a replay. So I'm grateful that I'm here with you today. So next time some weird action might take place, just ponder what happens around you, then question the look on my face. Thank you. I named this poem Somalis in Cardiff. You might relate to it, you might not. That's why it's a poem. We're just living in a world that's like a prison. No vision, like I've been blind from the given. Just wishing that we might rekindle our ambition. But we're stuck in the same transition as the beginning. Slipping, but still hold firm to the cards we was given. Driven by a negative system that holds no benefit. Part of a sequence that we're all so familiar with. Guilty until proven innocent. We will always be the wall the fingers are pointed at. We're still standing though, and that's that. And we thank Allah for that. This other poem I wrote thinking about the curriculum, thinking about schools, thinking about education. One quote from Malcolm X. He said, "Fool is the man who lets his enemy educate his child." That's one quote I live on. That's why my children are going to a Muslim school, inshallah. "We don't need an education," said a young man as his mother cried. A powerful statement brought tears to her eyes. The teacher gave an emotionless sigh. The frustration that was growing with time. Mother kept saying, "I tried and tried," not knowing the system like a system that I despise. Instead of teaching, it controls the mind. While it's young and vulnerable, they get inside, teaching us the teachings of past teachers. That's the modern curriculum for us. Where the classes are split into different classes, separating the poor from the rich, with the same system, but better on the rich. A mother doesn't understand none of this. Her tough mind only sees the weaknesses. By this time, she couldn't handle it. That night, she died. Her son, he cried. He never slept. All night, he wept. The teachers that he had in his head, he went to the school and left them all dead. He got caught by the feds. The judge sentenced him with 25 to life. And then he asked him the reason for his crimes. "We don't need an education," he replied. Listen to what I have to say. I'm tired of this defensive image, but when I close my eyes, harmony is what I envisage. Once reopened, the picture is vivid. I got a voice and different people listen. I'm the component that was always missing. I can be the light in the darkness, but before I grow, I gotta let go of some habits. I must believe that I can make it happen, because before this movement, life was tragic. We was on road, we was smoking dope and skipping classes. We was on road wearing stolen acids. We had no hope. And like I said, it was tragic. But now the youngsters seen what happens when you put a plan into action. The fruits that you taste after you work hard to change. Not turn fake, but your issues you faced. You don't have to have a dead-end job. You don't have to stand at dead ends and rob. You don't have to waste your time getting high. Use your body and drive. Use your mind and strive. Tell yourself the truth. Don't lie. Don't let excuses keep you behind. And in this thing called life, you don't get to go twice. You get numerous chances to make it. It's up to you if you have the patience. I'm creative arts in the making, with a new generation of poets going for the taking. I've got a short poem for you. Someone told me, how come you don't write about love, and how come all your poems are dark, and why don't you have the bright side of life, and yeah. So it's a bit short, but this is for you anyway. I fall in and out of love quick. I don't know if I'm lovesick or if I love it. I don't even know what love is or if I've seen it. I pretend to love, but I don't mean it. I hate this love, but I own it. Or am I cloning? I want to love, so I promise. Promises I keep in a closet or in a memory stick in my pocket. I think I got like 2 poems off my head. I just thought I might as well share it with you because they might have been a bit short, they might have been a bit long, but this is the first ever thing I wrote, and I'll just go straight into it. I speak my mind about my views, hobbies, and interests. I pay my dues in what I do, none of that tick stress. I was once labeled complex, but I think I'm clear, something like Tipex. A ladies' man I can impress without debt. How I do what I wasn't taught made me win a battle I never fought. Snakes are like shadows and they follow like hawks. Eyes in the sky and ears on the ground. I'm lost, but in a box that was found. Help me if you dare, in my eyes you will stare. You see color in life, but is there anyone there? All alone in the tomb, just like death's ritual. A human, yes, spiritual. I believe in one, but I was fooled by many. I trained for this moment, but I'm not ready. I got the last one for you now, guys. This one raises eyebrows. Just thought I'd warn you. I'm living in a temporary place we call Earth, where the man will walk and have the nerve to disperse his own saliva on the curb of your mother's doorstep, where women are being forced to dress the best and avoid the worst and must have an outfit matching their purse. Why? To be chosen by a man who will never love her, and now she's being used by men the way she uses a purse. Used and abused and only shattered dreams to follow the end of the road for someone who could have been a queen. And the man stands on the corner of the street doing his thing when he ain't doing shit, he's just playing with his thing, masturbating or simply fucking his life over. What's the blame and what's the curse? Well, I blame birth, because that's what brought us to this temporary place we call Earth. Thank you.